Hey, let's talk about metal and Stratovarius, the band from Finland. So, I suggest to do a ranking of my top 20 songs of the band. Been a fan since the late 90s. So it was quite enjoyable to rediscover all the discography, because we are always listening to albums more than others and songs more than others. We have our favorites. I'm a big fan of listening an album to start to finish. So let's dive into that and we will see what's coming out. At number 20, it's a song from the last album, Survive. I think that album was really good. Really more riffy. The song I choose is Before the Fall. It's a great song. It's an upbeat song with a lot of great riffs, great chorus, quite anthemic, and we have a solid solo by the guitar player Matthias Kopanen. I always struggle to say his fucking name, and Jens Johansson obviously on the keyboard. Great song, number 20, Before the Fall. At number 19, it will surprise most of you, I think. It's Black Diamond from the Vision album. It's a song I really like. By the way, 20 songs is so a small amount of sound for the whole discography of a band like that. They have like 16 releases, so it was quite difficult. It's almost one song per release, but there's some albums that are not on this list, obviously. So Black Diamond, really cool song, classical style, great soloing, great vocals, obviously. Maybe 20 years ago, even 10 years ago, it will have been a little bit higher, but it was never in my top 10 anyway. But really like that song. At number 18, it's a song called Destiny. It's the title track, a gigantic track. I really like those kind of songs when it's done the right way. Stratovarius manages to do some of these epic throughout their career, and that one is one of the best, I think. Destiny, the middle part is incredible, the end with the anthemic vocals is great. There's the first half of the song is more intense after the little intro. Really cool song. All in all, it really flows together very well. So 18th position, Destiny. At number 17, from the same album, the song called Rebel. That's my favorite track of that album. I think it's a speedy one. A lot of neoclassical influences from by Timo Tolkki. Once again, I really dig all the song, but these little transition that he did. Sometimes it's synchronized with Jens Johansson on keyboard, sometimes he's all by himself, but the little transition, shredding transition, and you know what I'm talking about. He's doing a riff and then it will do a transition all alone. There's no drum, there's no nothing usually, and it will be a cascade of notes, and I love that, to just pass to the second riff or the third riff or any riff. So Rebel has one of those parts. The solo is magnificent. Once again, so number 17, Rebel. Coming at number 16, it's a more recent song. It's the last big epic on the album, Eternal, released in 2015. I think that epic is close to the best one of the band. It's called the Lost Saga. Anyway, if you don't know that song, it's the last track from the Eternal album, which is a fucking great album, by the way. Really like that album. Probably my favorite post-talky. All the songs are killer or close to be. There's not a lot of filler on that album, maybe one. And I'm used to have some fillers in my Stratovarius album. They don't have a lot of album that you can push play and it's all good all along. They have really high moments and some dull moments. I think it's my opinion, but it's not the kind of band I think have flawless records. But you will argue, tell me what's your Stratovarius records that are flawless. My personal favorite, okay, spoiler alert, is Infinite, and really close is Visions. Okay, no spoiling anymore. The Lost Saga is such a great song. It's there's a little bit of everything that Stratovarius does so well, and I was super impressed by that song when it came out because I loved the previous album Nemesis, but I think they stepped up another level on that one, and it's a song I like to revisit quite often. There's some surprises during that song. It's not the song you can like say what's coming next always. There's some twists and turns. Coming at number 15, the song Abandon. It's the opening track from the album Nemesis I just talked about. It's a fantastic song. The soloing part during that song is on another level, maybe the best one they did since the departure of Timo Tolkki, for my taste. Matthias did a lot of great solo. On the last album, Survive, he's on fire completely. So Abandon is such a great track, upbeat one, some fast parts. I really like it. The chorus, Timo Kotipelto always on top of his game. Really nice. Coming next is a song from Infinite, released in 2000. It's called Phoenix. Just for the chorus of Phoenix, I think it deserves to be on the list. It was higher in my ranking maybe 10 years or more ago. Some songs are just better right now to me, but look, we are in the top 15, 14th place for Phoenix, and it's a great band. So it's a great song. I love the fast pace, and I love the production on this record. Infinite has such a great production for my personal taste. Love it. Coming at number 13, we are going back to the album Episode, released in 1995 or 96. Oh, my memory has a problem right now. I will say 96. Yes, because the Fourth Dimension is in 94. Okay, we don't care. We are here to rank those fucking songs. So, Father Time, the opening track, is such a great song. It's another track that was higher earlier in my life. I've listened to it so much. Now it's a little bit lower in my ranking, but a fucking great song. The riffs, just to start, it sounds to me like a song that Rainbow will do, but with a higher speed. You think about King Kill the King or songs like that Rainbow did in the 70s, or Dio during his first two albums especially. You have songs that will sounds a little bit like that riff. Oh, that was disgusting. Sorry, my mate. And Father Time, great song. I love the ho 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 after the solo. Yeah, always a real good input in a song. Ho ho ho. Name me a song that is not good in metal with a part that says oh oh. No, doesn't exist. Coming at number 12, maybe it will surprise some of you, but I really dig that song. I'm a big fan also of the melodic hard rock scene, of hard rock, of rock in general. Really like the whole stuff and the new stuff. I'm a fucking sucker of bands like Eat, Eclipse, Heart Nation, and everything like that. Crash Diet, Crazy Licks, all those Scandinavian bands. Love them. Harem Scarem from Canada. Okay, I'm going back to my list. The song is on Elements Part 2, and it's called I Walk to My Own Song. And that song, my god, it's not a complicated song. It's just a great riff, heavy rock riff, really upbeat, like massive dose of energy, even if it's not a speedy track. It's just a great mood, like you're going to drive under the sun during the summer. That song is just to pump your fists and have fun. I think Timo has an incredible voice on that song, and all the melodies are incredible, but what it makes it even more incredible, it's the freaking solo by Timo Tolkki. To my taste, probably top 5 of his career, and it's not saying anything. He has so many great solos. I'm just thinking right now about the guest solo he did for the Seven Angels, the song by Fantasia, Metal Opera Part 2. That fucking solo is crazy. So I Walk to My Old Song. That solo, the beginning with the melody, it's transforming into a riff, and then the shredding starts, and it's so incredible. It's shredding, but there's a lot of melodies in that shredding, and that's what I like the most. Intense, but also very melodic. Number 11, we have another big song. My favorite big song, 10 minutes plus, by Stratovarius. It's called Visions. That song is really, really good. There's also, like I said in the Lost Saga, there's a little bit of everything. You have some really high-speed parts, you have some really calm parts that are soothing, and Timo Kotipelto can show his voice and all mellow he can be. At the same time, he will go really high in some other parts. The soloing is great. The instrumental break is incredible. I really like that song. I really dig that album. So Visions, number 11. Number 10, it's another song from Infinite, released in 2000. It's the second song. It's called Millennium. I just love that song, and I have to admit, when this album came out, it was actually my favorite song on the album. Hunting High and Low was a song that grabbed me instantly at the time, but Millennium was also so catchy, but it's a longer track than Hunting High and Low, and the solo is magnificent, and I really like all the work from Jens Johansson on this track and on this album. It feels a lot classical. That album is really neoclassical to me, as Episode, as 4th Dimension, but just the sound is just perfect on that one. And the chorus, Millennium, we were just getting through that millennium, and we're like, are we gonna be alive when it turned to 2000? And yes, we were. So that song is so great. Number 9, another song from that album, and maybe some of you will say, it's just I don't like that song, I've heard it too much, but I don't care, I love it. It's called A Million Light Years Away. from you. It's such an outstanding track to me. It's very simple, but all the melodic parts are so crazy good, man. That piano at the beginning, that keyboard, and I think Timo sings his heart out during that song. The lyrics maybe are a little bit I wouldn't say romantic, or I have the word in French, but I don't know it in English. Quétaine, tabarnak. But it's like romance a little bit, but it's cool. And I don't care that much about the lyrics. Usually, Stratovarius will use really cool topics. They will talk about the earth, about the nature, about to be confident in yourself, to always believe, to... Anyway, I don't go that way too much, but they have cool topics. A Million Light Years Away is a really cool song all in all, and the solo is also in my top 5 solos from Timo Tolkki of all time. I think it's just perfect, man. That instrumental break is just disgustingly good, and that chorus is just perfect. I can get to it every day and I will not be bothered. So number 8, after that number 9, number 8 we are going on an album we didn't visit yet, and it's called Elements Part 1, and the song is Learning to Fly. Okay, I don't have the beautiful tone of Timo Kotipelto, but I can sing if I want to. That's my freaking channel. Learning to Fly, it's really good, really good. Love the intro on the keyboard. I love the speed of the song. I really dig that catchy chorus with those lyrics. It's just perfect. I dig it. The riffs are nice. Everything about it is fucking rules. Don't have to say much. Those solos on Elements are always great, even if the song is not good. I was listening to some of the song to the album Elements earlier, and there's a lot of fillers on that, but the songs that are great are freaking great. So that's one of them. Learning to Fly, number 8. Number 7, we got a big piece of meat, and it's called Legends. That song is obviously on Visions. What a good rhyme. Not intended though. Really cool song, really cool old stuff song from Stratovarius. Love the riffing, love the attitude, love the speed, love the freaking chorus. It's so good. You want to pump your fists. That's a song they have to do live, absolutely. Great song. Coming at number 6, it's from Element Parts 2, and you... Elements again? Why? Top 6? Yes, my friend, and it's called Still Alive. I think that song is such a burst of energy. It's just too good, because right after that freaking first chorus, you have a big riff, a typical Timo Tolkki riff at the beginning with fast double bass drum by Jörg Michael. You're into it, and then the chorus kicks in. You're like, oh yeah, I'm here for a treat. And then they don't let you down. No, Timo Tolkki is doing a freaking absolutely amazing solo right after the first chorus. You don't expect that usually at like 1 minute 30, 1 minute 40 of the song. Boom! Unexpected. In your face. Freaking solo that is amazing. And then the song keep its pace, and the chorus comes back, and then the riff from the start comes back, and it's just perfection. And 4 minutes of your life is passing through, and you didn't have a clue it was 4 minutes. It seems like, boom, it's done. Okay, play again. That's how I feel about Still Alive. Next one, we are in the top 5. Next one is a big one, Forever Free from the album Visions. Again, thinks it's this track 6. By the way, I didn't put any instrumental track because Holy Light will have been in my top 20 and probably Stratosphere maybe, Stratovarius maybe. No, Stratovarius is not all instrumental. Yeah, it's instrumental. Yeah, yes, absolutely. And it's good. It's really good. Coming back to Forever Free. You're forever free. It's great. All in all, a typical great song that only Stratovarius do this way. Sometimes Stratovarius can look like a generic power metal band to some people, and I can understand. It's not overcomplicated. There's awesome keyboards, awesome guitar solos, but usually the riffing is quite simple, except some exceptions. There's some orchestral, some piano, but what makes them so great is the feelings, the emotions that is translated into those songs. And I love how it feels, how it makes you feel. That's why I love that band so much. It's not because they are doing some theatrical or some incredible shredding I never heard in my life. It's not Dream Theater, it's not Pathfinder technically, but it takes you and it brings you somewhere. And I think that's comfort music. Forever Free is one of these songs. It's a fast-paced song. I really recommend that song. And chorus is perfect. The bridge is really nice too. All in all, perfect song. Number 4 will surprise a lot of you, I'm quite sure. But at the same time, if you don't think this song deserves to be at least in the top 20, maybe not at number 4 like I'm doing, but this song deserves a lot of praise. And it's called Find Your Own Voice. And it's on Elements Part 1. It's an unrelenting song. It never stops. Maybe, I will say maybe at least in my top 3 chorus of the band. I think he's going so high, but it's not annoying, because sometimes high vocals, high pitch vocals, high shrieking vocal, it can be amazing, but at the same time it can be like freaking annoying. And on this, I think Timo brought his voice at the highest place he can, or almost, and he nailed it totally. That chorus is just perfect. It's going really high, then it comes back lower, and it hits the highs again at the end. It's perfect. That freaking riff, one of the best Timo Tolkki has ever done, the main riff. And again, that freaking solo part is just mind-blowing. Love that track to freaking death. Now, the top 3, we are going into old stuff, obviously. Number 3, it will be At the Speed of Light. And it's coming from the album Episode, track number 5. It's just everything you like about the fast-paced Stratovarius, but packed into a small song of 3 minutes. 3 minutes 10, I think. It goes really fast. It reminds me a little bit of the riff into, you know, the band Symphonics, the song Sea of Lies from the Divine Wings of Tragedy. I think it's a similar riff. The first riff, the main riff from Speed of Light and Sea of Lies. So every time you do a riff that is reminiscent to Michael Romeo, I think it's really cool. But what's even cooler, that riff was out before the Divine Wings of Tragedy, a year prior. So that's kind of crazy. Both guys in a year apart have the same kind of ideas. They are two different beasts of a guitar player, but both are great. Michael Romeo is my hero. I love Timo Tolkki as well. Speed of Light, freaking great song. Fast. It's a classical solo, one of the best he did. It unrelentless. It's a perfect song. You can listen to it in circles, and there's no problem with that. It's that great. Number 2, Will the Sun Rise Tomorrow? Yes, I will not do the last part because it will be really annoying for me, for you, for all those guys. Will the Sun Rise is probably my favorite chorus. I was saying Find Your Own Voice was maybe at least in the top 3. Will the Sun Rise is in the top 3 also. It's such a great song. You just push play on the episode album, Father Time. Oh, boom. Okay. Whew. Second song, boom again. Rarely you will see a Stratovarius album that begins with 2 fast songs in a row. Mark my words. Find another one. I don't think it exists. Maybe in the last... No, not with that speed. The double bass drum. No, I don't think. Pedal to the metal. And Will the Sun Rise is such... maybe at least top 5 favorite solo. It's really neoclassical. The middle part is so amazing. Love it. What a great song. All in all, can listen to it forever. And my top song is the only song I put from the 4 first album. The first album with Timo Kotipelto on vocals was The Fourth Dimension, and there's a track on this that it's called Twilight Symphony, and that track is so fantastic. I hope you know that song. If you don't know that song, let's listen to it right after that video and after pressing the like button and maybe subscribing. Not mine, you can go. I'll let you. Twilight Symphony is really neoclassical. It says in the title, the Twilight Symphony. All the guitar parts here are freaking amazing. All the piano parts are amazing. It's not even Jens Johansson yet on keyboards. But it's so amazing. That album was like the transition with the first period with Timo Tolkki on vocals and the second period with Timo Kotipelto. I think it's a bridge album, a transitional album. It's really good. They have like half of the album is like amazing, the other half is like they were trying something else, but it wasn't working that much for my personal taste again. But it's a good album, especially if you concentrate yourself in the best cuts like Twilight Symphony. And the break at the middle, the ending solo, that it's so emotional. You can get better than that. And when he starts the solo, there's nothing. It's like silence, and the guitar, the shredding guitar comes up, and you're like, okay, I think I'm here for a treat. Or treat, not a threat. It's a treat. And it's an amazing treat. Listen to that song. To finish that video, I will say to you some other tracks that were really close to do my top 20 lists from Stratovarius. Glory of the World from the Infinite album, really good. Freedom was almost there too. Haunting High and Low. Like I said, Infinite and Visions are my favorite album from them. complete album, because yeah, there's some album I have more best song in it, but as an album as a whole, I think Infinite and Visions are the best one they did. Okay, after that I will say Demand. Demand is a really good track on the last album. Really liked it. Was about to be my 20th pick. Against the Wind, that's the first track from the Fourth Dimension. Really cool track, great riffs, and you see where he wanted to bring his riffage. There's a little bit of like the kind of riff they will do in Legends, Forever Free, Speed of Light, etc. After that, the song Elements, really cool track. I'm not just a big fan of the chorus. I like it, but it's not that memorable. I think the rest of the track is incredible. It was a close one too. The song Enigma. There's not a lot of people that know about that song Enigma, because it was on a compilation of left out tracks, and it's was, I think, released like in 2020 or 22, maybe 22. Survive was in 2023. 2021? We don't give a fuck anyway. The song is called Enigma. It's a really cool track. It's short. It's in the kind of track like Eagle Heart, Hunting High and Low. So short track, really catchy. Fucking nice solo, quite original, lot of emotion again, upbeat song, really like it. Under Flaming Skies is another one from the album Elysium. Great album, by the way. I didn't put any song, but you can listen to that album. There's one or two filler, but the rest is really good. Really good. After that, I have one song that I want to mention. It's from the album Nemesis. It's Castles in the Air. Really cool track. It's not a usual track from them. It's like a mix between a power ballad and a mid-tempo song. A really cool instrumental break. You gotta listen to that. Castles in the Air from the album Nemesis. Obviously, you will say, oh man, there's no 4,000 Rainy Nights, there's no Venus in the Morning, there's no Anthem of the World, there's no blah blah blah. There's so many good songs from that band. It's really difficult to like shortlist that to 20 songs, but I think I did my best for my personal taste. It's not objective, it was really subjective. That's the order of the song I will. If they were telling me, Stefan, hey man, write the set list, you got 20 songs, that's the one I will put. That's my 20 song set list. So I hope you enjoyed that video. Don't hesitate to tell me in the comments what's your top 20, what's your top 5. I don't mind. Tell me what's your favorite album from Stratovarius. If it's not Visions or Infinite, if it's that's cool too. I have a lot of albums that I like from them. So we'll see you in the next video, and keep it metal. Cheers.